Tom, I think to all of these 24,000 MEOR students and to myself, through his hard work and his hard deeds, fundraising, meals, trips, individual student interactions, he was a paradigm anshe ma'aseh, a man of action. There's a Gemara in Pesachim, perhaps, that describes a little bit Tom's greatness. The Gemara in Pesachim, Mem Tes Amud Beis, says, when you're looking to marry your daughter off, first choice is you marry off to a Talmid Chacham. Second is you look for Gedolei Ador. It's interesting that in Talmudic times, that appellation didn't apply to great rabbis as we use it nowadays, but applied to Gedolei Ador, which Rashi says were Anshe Ma'aseh v'Tzadikim, men of action who were also righteous. Tom, he's the paradigm Gadol Hador. You can find perhaps people of action, but to find someone with Tom's refinement, his respect for Torah, his desire to do every action right in keeping with Torah, that special mix is the blessing that we at MEOR and we, these 24,000 students, had.
Tom is really inspirational because people think that, being in the working world means you have to compromise on your values, and it doesn't. He showed me that you can be everything that you want, you can be the best person you can be, and not compromise on what you hold dear. And that's something that I really thank him for.
Tom has been an incredible person to have gotten to know. I remember the first time that I went to his Shabbos table, I was sitting right next to him. I just asked him, I said, why MEOR? Why are you helping people like me? Or why'd you do all this? It was very interesting. He closed his eyes and he looked at me in a very soft voice that Tom has, and he goes, there's a duffel bag right here with $10 million. All you have to do is open it. So many people in the world have this gift, have this duffel bag of Judaism just sitting right next to them, and they just don't know how to open it or to even know that it's there. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want people to open up this valuable thing called Judaism that's right at their foot. And I remember hearing him say that, and I'm like, wow, this is an incredibly special individual.
I think it's pretty clear for me that it's very, very unlikely that I would be here if not for Tom. Whether it was while I was on the MEOR trip, when I was deciding to come to yeshiva, when I was deciding to make aliyah, take a certain job, leave a certain job, Tom has been with me in those decisions every step of the way for almost 10 years now.
Abba Steinberg's heart is immense. To be a son-in-law is really to be totally impressed all the time with the depth and the beauty and the sacrifice of this man to provide everybody with their own unique, important journeys and the tools that they need to be themselves, and to let them do that. And I've watched that happen, and it'll help a student do anything.
My whole story with Mr. Steinberg starts back in September of 2019 when I decided I wanted to go to law school. This all changed when I went on MEOR Vision. What I really wanted to do was study in a seminary. The problem was my law school was not supportive of a religious deferral. Mr. Steinberg took the time to talk to me to discuss a strategy on how to write an appeal for me to defer my admission. And even so much when I let him know, okay, I've sent it in, I'm davening for you. He doesn't have to do that after he's already helped me with the ideas and proofreading. My law school not only called me and said, we accept your appeal to defer, they guaranteed my merit scholarship, and they told me how much they thought it was valuable that I was going to take the time to further my Jewish education. I would have had no idea what to write and wouldn't have been successful in writing if it wasn't for him.
I just want to remind you and everybody watching this that before MEOR, there was the Steinberg house. And there were so many simchas, so many shidduchim made, including myself. And when that house wasn't big enough, he decided to go global and expand. And he brought his vision out to the world. And there's myself and many, many people who are eternally grateful.
He sees the soul in everyone. He sees how great everyone is, and it energizes him. And what gives him the most joy in MEOR is when he teaches a class, especially one-on-one, or really gets to hear about another person's life and then share Torah with them, because he cares so much about sharing MS and sharing Torah, which is what he lives for.
We all owe Tom so much. It's almost impossible to express our gratitude, respect, honor, and love for what Tom and Shana have done for MEOR, and by doing for MEOR, have done for Klal Yisrael, and have done for, I think we counted it up, 24,000 students who during Tom's decade of really being involved with MEOR did. Tom was chairman of the board. He was really the CEO. He sat down and he crunched the numbers. He went out to the field, worked with the branches, tried to develop good rabbis. Nothing would stop Tom. His wisdom, his sensitivity, his idealism, and most of all his altruism. A person who works night and day for an organization, takes no money, is only interested in the good of students and the good of the organization. And our hope is that by honoring Tom tonight, and I'm sure that's what Tom thinks also, we should raise a new generation of Gedolei Hador, people who realize that you don't just have to be a rabbi to create change and development and growth for the Jewish nation, but you can be an Anshe Maisa, people of action and people of deeds. Linking that together with Sidkis, with righteousness, those are the ones that truly build a generation. Tom is the Rebbe for 24,000 students, and the fact that those type of people can help make a better world.
On behalf of me and my wife Yael, we thank you for absolutely everything that you've done for both of us.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for everything you've done for us.
No matter how busy you are, and I knew that you were very busy, you always made time to meet with me, and I knew that you really cared.
Without you, I wouldn't be able to be where I am today.
We all have so much to be thankful to you for your commitment and your love and your passion to this organization, which changed my life and the life of, I'm sure, everybody in this room.
Hey Tom, just wanted to say thank you for all the efforts that you've put into MEOR and all the efforts that you've put into my personal life.
Thank you for everything you've done for us.